What's going on, Internet? Nerdlocker.com here. And if you're not aware, this is our favorite time of the year. October, Halloween, all the horror stuff.
Love it.
And we are all fans of horror movies. When I say we are all, it's the three of us. Nobody else here
They all
in the Vegas
cry
circle
when they see
really
it.
afraid.
Nobody in Vegas, really.
Nobody in Vegas. I'm pretty sure our Austin crew is
They might
going
be.
around on the horror.
Patrick has a good reason why, though, because he's black and the black people always die in the horror movies. I've
Yeah,
never noticed that.
He
He said that, so
actually has a strong disdain for horror movies.
He does. Like it's something he doesn't like. It's kind of like Kevin. Kevin doesn't like talking about him either. But we want to do a little segment every week here talking about our favorite types of horror movies. And this week we are starting off with none other than slasher films.
my favorite.
Of course. Now, I know your favorite slasher. That's what we're going to start off with. And, I mean, I know what he's going to say.
Is this favorite killer slasher or
Favorite
Film.
killer slasher.
Yeah.
Like your...
It is Leatherface.
What? Whoa! I thought I was
Leatherface
going with Jason.
I like Jason. I admire Jason, but Leatherface is one of the baddest ass villains of all time.
Oh, yeah.
He
No
makes no
remorse.
sense. He wears skin and he's got a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
It's
he's
scary.
amazing.
Yeah,
it is.
when you
It is.
hear him rip that chain.
And in the first one, when he's running in the woods,
First
you can't
one
see
to
it.
this
Oh.
day scares the shit out of me.
Oh, yeah.
To this day, the first one
Still.
freaks me out. The other ones, not so as much until they did kind of the remakes, but...
I enjoyed the remakes. Not a lot of people like
I
those
like
reboots,
the
but I like
remakes.
them.
Yeah, I didn't mind him.
Yeah.
And Jessica Biel,
But-
you know.
I will
Yes,
say
so, yeah.
I absolutely, I love it. What's her name in the second reboot, which is sort of the prequel? I can't remember her name, but I love her. She's in Fast and the Furious.
Yeah,
she is.
yeah.
She wants to
Ma-
call me up
Mish-
anytime. Whatever.
No, okay, either way.
But I will
What's
say one of the problems: the original sequels. Hate
Me-
Yeah,
all
no,
of
they
them.
were
all
weird.
of them suck.
They focused too much on the found footage
Yeah.
stuff.
Now, see, that's why I like my favorite slasher is Michael Myers.
I can dig that.
I like him because I feel like as a character, it never got too campy with his movies. H2O, kind not terrible, but what was the last Resurrection when they're in the house? That was the only one I was like, this is taking it a little far.
And he has one of the best foils. Donald Pleasance as the Doctor when he's like, he's pure evil.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh my
Yeah.
god, he must be awful at
And
this.
honestly, the Rob
psychologist.
Zombie remakes, phenomenal. I love them. I know a lot of people don't
He
like
still
two for some
he
reason.
got ripped off with that. The way
Yeah.
the studio handled that.
Yeah. Terrible.
My favorite slasher film has lots of slicing and dicing. Hannibal Lecter, definitely.
That is a very good choice.
I've always
Amazing
loved
character.
him, even since I was a little kid. And yes, I watched horror films when I was a little kid. I used to love the Hannibal Lecter series. I think I actually love Red Dragon more than the Manhunter original.
By far. I like that.
Edward Norton's great.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's better. Like we've
Philip Seymour Hoffman is what kills
Yes.
it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Red Dragon.
there's been a bunch of people to play. Oh, not a bunch. 4 people to play Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
But I love Anthony Hopkins. He just
Yeah, he's
kills it for me.
And even after so long, I didn't think that the Hannibal Rising movie was that bad either. It was still.
that's the one I haven't seen yet. That's the only one.
It was good.
The only problem I have with that movie is just how he leaves under the name Hannibal Lecter and nobody
Yeah.
chases him down in the
Yeah.
future. But either way, still.
Looking for plot holes.
Hey, I know. I was picking on that one. Bobby, what is your favorite franchise?
Shamefully, I'll have to say the Chucky movies, just because I'm not gonna even take into account Bride of Chucky or Seed of Chucky. And it's not that they're good; they're not good movies. It's just I think they're a kind of a mockery of my childhood. Chucky scared the literal crap out of me.
Yes.
I can dig that. They made a doll scary. Like if you just said that, hey, we're gonna make this doll and he's gonna be a slasher, you'd be like, that's dumb.
Anybody would think that's
The
ridiculous.
way they tie it in with the
Even
possession.
I don't remember the third one all that well, but I remember the first 3 being...
Is the third one when he goes to military school?
Yes, it is.
And the little kid finds the doll, and you're like, yeah, that was
extravagant.
that
It
was
awesome.
pretty horrifying.
It was... Yeah,
And still, to this day, saddest scene is when Chucky throws the dog into the garbage dispenser.
Oh, I hate it.
Totally forgot about that.
Ah.
Totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Favorite franchise?
This is where I think I'm going to have to go with Friday the 13th, and it's mainly because Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, 3, and 4, The Next Generation, suck so bad. I mean, they are awful. Friday the 13th, once Jason becomes zombie with basically 7, 8, 9, 10, I really kind of lose out. But I love the mythology of Jason Voorhees. The fact that he's not really even in the first one. He's not the killer.
Really?
It's the mom.
Yep.
And I think that actually became better after it went on.
In time,
Once
you watch,
yes, because people are like, "Oh, it's Jason." You're like, "No."
Once they made 2, 3, and 4, it's cool to go back and show people that were like,
I love 1, 2, 3, 4 because to me, yeah, it's far fetched, but all of those are kind of viable.
I like
necessarily die
1,
yet.
2, 3, and 4 are my favorite.
I do like 4, 5, and 6 with the Tommy Jarvis
Don't like
storyline. That's fine. I like the Tommy Jarvis sort of trilogy.
Yeah.
6 is pretty badass, even though he's the zombie. But after that, I'm like, eh. But I did really like the reboot, and I like Freddy vs. Jason. So that's a pretty good number of movies in the franchise. And you, sir?
My favorite franchise, and some people give me crap about this, is Scream when it comes to slashers. Only because I feel like those movies are made for people who don't understand how movies work. Like, the first one, you have Jamie Kennedy telling you everything that's going on about what a slasher movie consists of.
That revolutionized horror films.
I love it.
Dead.
That's what I mean. That's what I love about these. And even 2, when he talks about the sequel, when they show his video in the third one, if it happens at third, like that was a little far fetched that he would sit there and record that in the event this happened. But I like how they do that. And then even the fourth one, how they talk about the reboot and how all bets are off and it can be anything and anyone.
I didn't mind it. People hated it.
I like 4. Well, I mean, it's a
very aware of
continuation. But it was very.
It was very aware of itself, and I don't think that took away from the movie.
No, but at the beginning when they point out like all the different stabs that happen, and they're like, "Oh, Seven's stupid." And they go to space, and like I like how they poked fun at all of that kind of stuff. So that's why I like Scream, like as my favorite franchise. Now we're on to best kills, and for me, that goes to none other than Freddy Krueger. I feel like his are so. I mean, I feel like that definitely got the campiest of the horror franchises that I watched growing up. Like, because by the time you get to
he's very creative.
The Final Nightmare when he's playing the video game, I'm like, but they are creative.
Yeah.
They're a lot of. My favorite one is the third one, Dream Warriors, when he pulls the kid's veins out like a marionette and walks it. That was.
Well, that's what we talked last week. Robert Englund made a pedophile okay to watch, and you were like, oh my god, this is...
Yeah.
Jackie Earle Haley is a fantastic actor, but it made it so he was a real pedophile.
But it was
like,
horrifying and creepy.
It was weird.
Well, the thing about that one is I was kind of hoping, like, the route they were taking with the reboot is I'm like, oh, he's going to be innocent, and that's why he's... Instead, it's just like, no, he's a terrible human being, and for some reason he was granted the second chance to be a more terrible human being.
I hate when movies spend so much time making you love a character, too, and then, like, they just rip the rug out.
Yeah.
So they really made you sympathize for him, and then they're like, surprise, he's actually a real big asshole.
Yeah, like he actually touched these kids.
Well, his killings were creative. I think that Sam from Trick or Treat had the most fun. He's a kid, and he was just having so much fun killing people.
If you've not seen Trick or Treat, you need to watch Trick or Treat, because that movie is just underrated and awesome. But yeah, like the first kill, the woman in the front yard is so creepy,
and it's funny at the same time.
Yeah, because she's got the candy. Like it was. I thought that was awesome, and Brian Cox, that whole throwdown.
Oh yeah, it's great. Yes. The entire movie was great, and every time you knew that someone was going to die in the second, you were just looking forward to it with your smile already ready. You knew it was going to be a fun killing. It wasn't like too scary or anything. It's just perfect. It was great.
Absolutely.
I'm going to cheat a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to honorable mention. It's only one because the girl didn't actually die. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre, when Leatherface puts the girl in the meat oven.
Man.
If your skin didn't crawl when that happened,
it's still.
And she was still alive. So that's why I don't count that one. The one I really count, Psycho. The first slasher film when she gets killed in the shower.
Yeah.
And that is just very iconic. We don't know who the killer is at that point. We think it's the mom. And
very
if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry that's a spoiler, but it was very violent. That scene just sticks with me.
On that subject, another honorable mention is American Psycho, when he's, listening to all that music, having a really good time just hacking that guy up.
My favorite is when he's taking the chainsaw down the stairwell. He's like,
that one was...
Yeah, completely.
Well, as long
naked, it's...
Yeah, just...
He's freeballing it, definitely.
And he's just so...
Also got the naked girl, but that's okay.
It's such good shape, too. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
What the hell?
As
long as we're doing honorable mentions, I will say Hatchet. Victor Crowley. I don't know if you guys have seen those movies.
I honestly have not seen that.
The thing I love about Hatchet, all 3 films, is that it's no CGI. It's all props and effects, and they are brutal killings.
Yeah.
The first time you see him, and he just runs out of the house, hacks the guy in half, and then rips the jaw. He grabs this woman and grabs top and bottom jaw, and just it is so gruesome.
Fantastic.
But speaking of first appearance, that's the next thing we're going to talk about, our favorite first appearance. And are we unanimous in this?
Yeah, we're all in agreement.
I think we are.
Leatherface.
Yeah, definitely.
But do we agree what the first appearance is?
Yes, I thought it was the first movie.
Okay, but what's the scene?
When the kid is walking in,
Okay.
and the door is open, and he just pops out,
Yes.
hits that, and the
There's
body's
like-
twitching and shaking, and just pulls him in and closes the door. I remember the first time I saw that, I was like,
You started twitching along with it.
yeah, because
like-
you're watching the body just, and I was like, and he just, it's so quick,
Yeah.
and he pulls and closes, and the girl's like, where'd you go? Like, horrifying to me.
And this the audio in that, because there's like a pig
Oh, yeah.
screaming in the
Crunch.
background or something,
Yeah.
and the metal door is like so realistic, and it's 1974. You're like, oh my god, and the
Yeah.
film.
Horrifying.
Totally agree.
So, yeah, any more honorable mentions? Anything you guys want to talk about with slashers?
No, let's save it for next week. I mean, we've got a whole
Alright.
bunch of stuff in here.
Watch them all.
Now, let us know, you guys, your favorite, everything, all the topics.
Franchise, character, any of them. Tell us in the comments below.